Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to Ryan Yaps, and this is episode number 7 on Ryan Talks. And for today's story time, what should I tell you? I have a lot of things going on in my life, but what should I tell you? Okay, I'll tell you the story of my coming out. Nice, it's a very spicy story. So, but before that, let me put on a jacket because I don't know why, but Taman is freezing. Like it's freezing, wala freezing. So, okay, my coming out wala story is actually very simple, but it's not simple wala simple, but it's something. It's definitely something. Like it was a whole thing that had happened. So okay, I'll tell you what. Now, my identity basically, I had gotten to know since I was like a small kid. Not even a small kid or something. When I was like in eighth grade or something. First of all, though, when I was in eighth grade and also the people and everyone around me used to bully me a lot for this. And the place that I come from, like Vadodara, the place that I actually come from, that's really, that's really homophobic when it comes to accepting people from the community. So it is very very homophobic. So I was not allowed, or I was never in that comfortable environment to accept the fact ki okay, it's okay to be this way, or it's okay to have a sexual identity which is not straight. So, because my city was so homophobic, everybody in my school used to bully me. And that's a story time for a different time because I'm saving that up, and that's going to be a really long video when I talk to you guys about my bullying and everything. But that's a story time for different time. But yeah, so my coming out story. So, I knew about my sexual identity from around 8 standard. I was saying 8 o'clock. So, like, I knew about myself from eighth standard, and I was pretty much convinced that okay, I know this is what I want, but I was just in an environment where I could not accept or understand what and how will I ever be able to survive in that. Because still I know that still people who are from my hometown Vadodara, and I know a few of people who are actually even watching this and sitting in Baroda in their homes, would be able to understand with me what I'm trying to say, especially people who are from my school. I'm from Delhi Public School Vadodara, so people who know would know how things go. I don't want to say or take names or do anything, or highlight anything here, but we're just going to stick to the fact that things are rough when you are from a community, like when you are from the LGBT community, or when your sexual identity isn't straight. So from 8th standard, I knew, and from 8th, 9th, 10th, I was very sure about what I wanted. And like, I knew, but the place and my family and everything, I was just very scared if my family would also accept it or not. Because for me, my mom matters a lot, like a lot. So, because she matters so much to me, I was like, what if she doesn't accept? And as of now, also, the only reason I could come out so easily was because of my mother's acceptance towards this thing. If my mother did not accept, then I would not have been able to be so like I would not have been able to be so open about everything on the gram as well as on the YouTube platform. So yeah, so I knew about this identity, but I still thought that because there are two like the LGBTQIA community. It's an umbrella term, and under umbrella terms there are, and under an umbrella there are various significant categories. Like there's the category of bisexuals, there's the category of gays. So I for first thought that I was a bisexual because I was attracted to this one girl in my past, and I was really attracted to her. Until coming to college, I was really attracted to her. So I thought of myself as a bisexual. But then the moment I got into 12th grade, I found a guy and I started dating him. And then I realized that maybe that is not my sexual identity. That was just me trying to cover up my own self because I was not ready to accept, or I was scared of everybody not accepting me for who I was. So when I dated this one guy, when I was in eighth grade, that's the time I actually understood that yeah, my sexual identity is definitely not straight or bisexual also. So I dated him, and then like before coming to college, I ended things with him, and like we dated for around a year, and the year was again traumatic as every relation has ever been, but it was pretty traumatic. But I got to know that okay, my sexual identity is not does not fall in the common categories of straightness. The entire relationship was a secret, so nobody till date knows who the guy is. Neither am I gonna say who the guy is because no, none of them know. Nobody knows. But then yeah, he was my first. He was my first boyfriend, and like when I dated him, for around a year, I understood that okay, that was not my like I'm not into girls or anything. Okay, so then I came to college. Like when I came to college in around 2024, and I came to NIFT. So now NIFT is basically where everything is accepted. NIFT as a whole has been a place for me where I have received the most acceptance in terms of being open and in terms of being a member of the community. I, as such, have never faced any homophobia, but I speak for me, not for others. There can be instances and episodes of others facing something different. So, as of me, I have always found my college and the entire NIFT community very open. So, when I found my, like, when I came to college, I still thought that I was actually not straight. Like I no, I thought I was actually not gay. I thought I was actually bisexual. No, not even bisexual. I thought I was straight. So I was actually, while I was in college, I was actually trying to project a self of me which I was not. And a lot of people knew this. A senior of mine also told me. A lot of people asked me. A lot of people actually knew that I am not straight. Okay, a lot of people came to know. They would come to me and ask me, but then I would always deny because I was not very, I myself as a person was not very open to this idea of being from this community, because I tell you, I come from a very small hometown. So because I come from such a small town, nobody has actually put those seeds into me that it is okay. It is only after coming into NIFT and spending like 1.5 year here, now I have started realizing that it is okay. When I was in my first year of college, I tried my best to play the role of a straight guy. Also successfully ruined and destroyed someone's life because of my incapabilities and my not being able to do things. I thought that I was straight, but I wasn't straight. I never was attracted to the opposite gender. I was always attracted to the same gender. So I came to NIFT and I saw everything, and then I was like, first of all, when I came, I myself was very homophobic because I was trying to fit in. But while you're trying to fit in, you cannot actually hide the real you. Now the real you is something that only you know, and the real you is something that only comes in front of, like, the real you will only come in front of you when you accept you. I know it's a lot of you, but my point being here is ki you have to accept your own self first in order for you to understand what you want in life. So when I got into my first year of first sem, I started dating this girl from my university, from my college, and we dated for around 4 months, and she was madly in love with me. I know that. Madly in love with me, or she was just, she used to put a lot of efforts for me, and I was the bad person. I definitely was and still am the bad person in that relationship, but what happened is that I actually did not know my identity, neither was I so sure about it. So what happened is, because I wasn't so sure about it, I was trying, मेरे दिमाग में ये notion था that I am not this way. Perhaps if I end up with a girl and get a normal life like everyone else, I would be okay. So I thought ki that would be fine. Me dating her would be okay and make things fine. But around 2 to 3 months passed by, and I was not able to develop any feelings. I was not able to develop any feeling, not because the person was wrong, but because I did not know who I was. I am not trying to cover up for me, but I'm saying that you cannot develop feelings for someone who you do not like or love, because you don't prefer only, like, हाउ, अगर तुम्हें अंदर से ही नहीं है urges for that, फॉर द ऑपोजिट सेक्स, तो तुम वो अर्ज डेवलप नहीं कर सकते हो. एंड हाँ, मिस्टेक कर सकते हो तुम, और मैं मिस्टेक वैलिडेट नहीं कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मिस्टेक मैंने भी की है. एंड वन मिस्टेक कैन ruin someone's life, and I have seen her life being ruined because of me. बट what I would say is, उसका कर्मा मुझे अब मिल गया when someone ruined my life also. बट कर्मा वाली बात बाद में. So I dated her, and for 3 to 4 months when I realized that मेरे से feelings नहीं हो रहे हैं, that was slowly and steadily the point I started realizing that no, that isn't what I want. Like, that gender say I don't have any urges or anything, and I won't be able to do anything. So then I broke up with her, and I broke up with her in a pretty messy way, basically destroying her entire mental, physical, and emotional health. And I do blame myself for it, but I have no way of apologizing. Like, I don't know how to apologize or fix things anymore. I just don't want to create any more ruckus in her life. So I let her be and I did myself, which is again bad. Like, I know it's bad, but the worst part is that the best part is that whatever I did exactly to her is exactly what I have gotten back. And how situation changes is how situation and everything changed so badly that I was exactly in the place where I put her. Like, imagine somebody put me in the same exact place where I put her. So yes, I dated her, and then once I ended things with her, I understood that okay, I am maybe not of that, like, I would not be able to date a girl or anything. Then during the time we had this Spectrum event in college, I met my ex, like my recent ex, like the one with whom I broke up like 4 weeks back. So when I met him, I started understanding that okay, yeah, I do have feelings for him, and I am not I am attracted to guys, yes. And then I had this friend in college, again with whom I was working for the Spectrum event, because we had like a whole fashion show together. So I talked with her, and I was like asking her that, can this be true? And the biggest problem in my entire life, or my entire coming out wala thingy, was that I was very scared about acceptance. Acceptance not just from like my mom and my commute and my family and everything, but acceptance from a lot of people. Because see, जब तक तुम कम आउट नहीं करते, तुम्हें नहीं पता होता ना कि तुम एक्सेप्ट करोगे कि नहीं करोगे. तुम्हें अपनी आइडेंटिटी ओपन रखनी है या अपने में रखनी है. तुम्हें कोई जब तक somebody does not come to you and makes you feel कि it's fine and it's okay, तब तक it's really hard. Okay. So for me also that happened when I was actually in like making the working in like towards working of my fashion show ka trials and everything. I started talking to this friend of mine and asking her if it was okay, like if I would be, what if I were gay, and like how things would be. So she really took a step there, and made me understood ki it's really fine. It's okay if you attract guys, and it's fine if you wanna go ahead with this guy also. So somewhere or the other, that comfort of her gave me the push towards actually understanding my sexual identity, and I will be thoroughly grateful to her, only because see, in my past I have had people. I have had my one childhood one I have had my one closest friend from my 11th standard, who from then till today has been there with me. She has always pushed me. But that one strong push that I got was that from that person during my fashion show of Spectrum. She pushed me really hard, and she pushed me really into the, like, she gave me that encouragement and that acceptance. Like, I talk about acceptance, the smallest form of acceptance started from her accepting me to as who I was. So when she accepted me, I felt okay. And then that was the day I called my ex and everything, and I told you guys in second or third episode or second episode, I don't know. It's mentioned, so you do listen to that. So what I was saying is, when she accepted, slowly accepted myself. Then I started giving myself a try with the guy, and things were going right. Now we started getting committed, and we got serious. Now when we got serious, I was really scared, because I was like, if I have to go ahead with anything in my life, I cannot hide it from my mother, because like my mom is like the most important person in my entire life. Like, she is the center of my existence, actually. No guy, no friend, no father figure can ever get close to me as my mother has gotten or done things that my mother has done for me. So if I am doing something, I need to tell it to my mother. I cannot hide or lie, because for me, if even if the smallest problem happens, I call my mother, nobody else. So I wanted to come out to her, but when I tried to come out to her in 2022 when I was dating my first ex, she did not really have a very accepting wala wo. She did not accept it. So I was very scared, and I kept everything in like a box inside me. But I used to drop, small hints ki mere ex ka naam leke I used to say ki uh, with him I will do this, with him I will do that. And we have this thing where we are like, we should have married royal people so we could, make change in the society and be like, and live like royals, because we've always fancied Rajasthan and Jaipur. So I used to tell mama ki, why do I have to get a princess? I can get a prince also, I have no issues. And then I used to, make jokes around ki, theek hai na, Bollywood mein to what, the gays also work, so I can also work. So I don't know if she got an idea from that or she did not. If she did not get an idea from that, but I used to crack such jokes, and I think she did not get an idea. Then one fine day, when my ex went to Mizoram, and things were starting to get tough, and I needed to talk to someone again. As I needed to talk to someone, that had to be my mother. So when I had to talk to my mother, I had to get open with her. So then I, somewhere or the other, in a very twisting goal wala manner, told her ki, mama, I think I am not who you think I am, and I cannot help it, but that is who I am. Like, we were at a coffee shop, I remember, like my mother was picking her coffee and I was just waiting there. And I started crying because I told her ki, like, my ex was not actually responding to my texts or anything, and he was like very busy all the time. So I told her, ki, no, he's not responding, he's not texting. I don't feel nice. I really feel bad. I don't want anything. I just want him. I want to spend time with him. I want to talk to him. That's it. And like, I was alone at my home because I had my vacations and he was in Mizoram. So I was like, कि नहीं ये नहीं वो नहीं. तो mama was like, क्या है? Tell me exactly. I said, see, I don't have the courage to tell that to you because I am not that open with you still. Not just with that, because I told her that even I am in the process of accepting my own self. So मैं खुद को इतना accept नहीं कर पाऊँगा. But if I have to tell you one thing is, please don't pretend. You know who I am and who I am going to be. And my mother actually understood that, and she was like, yeah, I accept you because you're my son. And I was like, wow, you accepted me? So she's like, yeah, I do accept you, because my mom told me one thing that's going to always stay with me for the rest of my life is the fact that she told me कि क्या मिल जाएगा मुझे तुझे force करके. And I was like, wow, that is something. I really needed that, because in life you don't actually need a lot of things, but small acceptance and small affirmations and making you feel that things are not wrong, and that लाइफ में छोटी छोटी चीज़ें जब लोग बोलते हैं तुम्हें फील करवाते कि इट्स एक्चुअली नॉट रॉन्ग टू बी दिस वे. बिकॉज क्या है ना, इन द वर्ल्ड दैट वी स्टे राइट नाउ, इन द प्लेस दैट वी स्टे राइट नाउ, everybody believes in proving the other person wrong. And to prove the other person wrong, they go to different heights. बुलिंग, मजाक उड़ाना, नाम से बुलाना, छक्का, गे, क्या मीठा, ये सारी चीज़ें बुलाना. और आजकल के वर्ल्ड में इस चीज़ को इतनी नॉर्मलाइज कर दिया गया है ना, होमोफोबिया को इतना ज़्यादा लोगों ने वो कर दिया है. एंड आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दिस viewing of members from the community as different. Like, एक minute, why do you want to view people like us differently? And एक second, why do I even have to categorize us? Like, aren't we normal people? Acceptance is something that should come naturally to you. Accepting people should come naturally to you, because whatever your sexual preference, whatever your sexual identity, is not something that people like us are going and coming and judging you on. Okay, so why do you want to call us names? And okay, you call us names and everything, but why are you being the reason we are not able to accept our own selves? So the world that we're living in has normalized all these things, and these certain small things. Because I recently was on the Instagram also, and I was seeing that there's this creator from he's like a NIFT Mumbai alumni, Param Banna, if you guys know. All of you know. He was also talking about how homophobic everything has started becoming and how he has faced homophobia. I don't understand, why do people have to show homophobia? Like, can't you just live your own lives and let us live our own lives? nobody wants to be born, nobody wants to be born differently. Everybody wants to fit in, everybody wants to stay the same, everybody wants to be like how others are. But everybody wants to be how others are, but that's not really your choice. Like, this was not really my choice. Do you think I purposefully wanted to fall in love with men? Obviously no. If I would have gotten a chance to be normal, I would have been normal. But this is how I am, and this is who I am. This is my personality, and I don't think I should be apologetic for it. And I don't think I deserve to be called names and to be scared to be accepted. So coming out was really difficult for me because for the longest of times I was bullied, called names. I remember this time in seventh grade. I remember this time in seventh grade. Somebody on my, like, school mein we do that. We keep those books in the class ka cupboard. So क्लास के कबर्ड में हमारी जर्नल्स रहती थी. किसी ने मेरे जर्नल पे जाके 6 लिखा था. नाउ 6 इसलिए लिखा था बिकॉज 6 इज छक्का. सो दे वर कॉलिंग मी छक्का एंड दे डिड दैट टू मी. तो इतना सारी चीज़ें दीज पीपल हैव डन कि आई वॉज, बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दैट आई वॉज कॉल्ड. दे यूज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली कॉल मी मीठा मीठा, एंड दे यूज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली मेक नेम्स. दे यूज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली sideline me, not take me into functions or anything, and just say कि ये तो gay है ना, and spread rumors about me in the school कि he made out with this guy and everything. Okay, fine, whatever it is, I don't deserve to be that. And the worst part of everything was my coming out got delayed because of that, and I actually missed out on a lot of good time in my college and became a version of myself I was not. I feel utmost sad and bad for ruining someone's life because I knew who I was. I was just not able to accept it. So that's that, my coming out story. The biggest part of my coming out story are 3 people. One is going to be my ex because he also kind of gave me that push to being this way. Second is my friend who pushed me towards towards normalizing that it's okay to be a member of this community. And third is always gonna be my mother, who accepted me with open arms. And one thing that's always gonna stay with me of my mother is her saying to me कि चेंज करके क्या ही कर लूँगी, फोर्स करके क्या ही कर लूँगी, जो नहीं है वो नहीं है. एंड लाइफ में एक्सेप्टेंस ज़रूरी है. यू लिव योर लाइफ. मैं तेरे को लाइफ में ऐसा सब करके क्या मिल जाएगा मुझे. So I'm really grateful to these people, and that was my coming out story. I hope I get to make a video in depth about this where I tell you everything about how bad the bullying was and everything. And I will definitely make it because when I was younger, a younger Ryan always wanted to come and voice his opinions. And I think what better platform than this? I know maybe a lot of people would not watch this. A lot of people would not even get this or understand what I'm trying to say. And I am sure a lot of people are going to come and hate on me as well because I have been receiving a lot of hate online as well. But I don't mind because I know someone somewhere out there is some kind of me, some version of me, or someone like me who's wanting to listen and needs that push. So me being here, I'm gonna say that it is completely fine to be this way. It's completely okay. Acceptance will come naturally. You have to first accept your own self. Don't be scared. Let others call you names. Let them. They don't decide your life. You decide your life. And if there's anything or any way how I can help you, my DM box is always open. I'm Yo Pandya at Instagram. Yo with 3 O's and Pandya with 2 A's. So you can find my ID there. I'll always be open and up to you and always ready to help you. My chat box on YouTube is always open. I'm always active on social media. Any help, anything, I'm always there for you. And I'll always end, like I always end the vlog with this. Thank you so much for watching, if you are watching, and I love you guys a lot. And thank you so much for making me move on from everything in my life. Love you guys.